Welcome to SharkCast. This is Season 2, Episode 9. Today we have our book club with Ms. Denny, and we are going to interview members from our basketball team and Spirit Squad. Amy talks about universal rights, human rights, and our main interview is with our super cool second grade teacher, Mr. Nguyen. Go Sharks!
Welcome back, SharkCast. December is Universal Human Rights Month. So one of the most important things you can do throughout this course of this month and beyond into next year is to find common grounds with people around you. Human Rights Month is about acknowledging that people from different cultures and creeds are still people. We must be careful of making ourselves different from our fellow humans so much that we forget this core truth. Take time to learn about other culture that is different from yours. If the culture makes you nervous, so much the better.
My name is Nora, and I'm here with Lot Thomas and Robert Baker, and they're part of the Sandersville basketball team, and I'm going to be asking them some questions. So who's on the Sandersville basketball team?
So on the team there's Dorcas, Eva, Anaya, Julius, Luca, Jackson, Blair, Joe,
Jack, Bryce, Robert, Lot, Isaiah, John, Sincere, King.
Thank you. When is your first game?
Our first game is on Saturday on January 20th.
What day of the week are your games on?
Saturday.
What are you most excited about?
I'm excited to get to know people and work together and win.
What are you excited for?
To play games.
Okay, thank you. My name is Nora, and I'm here with Curviel and Nancy, and I'm going to be asking you questions about the Spirit Squad. Who is on your Spirit Squad team?
Nyla, Maya, Ella, Rosie, Madeline, Kahan, Arlene, Brooklyn, and Amy.
Who else?
Aaliyah, Harper, Sanai, Adeline, Chloe, Samaya, Benedicta, Mariah, Neji, Kyson, Nancy, and Curviel.
Thank you. What is your favorite cheer on this Sandersville Spirit Squad?
I like the one that we actually posted this on SharkCast. I like the one that goes, who rocks the house? We said the Sharks rock the house, and when the Sharks rock the house, we rock it all the way down. That's my favorite tier.
What's your favorite tier?
Mine is the same, and also probably be aggressive.
Wow. What day of the week do you go to the games?
Usually they're on Saturdays.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you.
Welcome back, SharkCast listeners. We are diving into Chapter 7 of our book club read. When I sleep, I dream, and in my dreams, I can do anything. I get picked first on the playground for games. I can run so fast. I take gymnastics, and I never fall off the balance beam. I know how to square dance, and I'm good at it. I call my friends on the phone, and we talk for hours. I whisper secrets. I sing. When I wake up in the morning, it's always sort of a letdown as reality hits me. I have to be fed and dressed so I can spend another long day in the happy face room at Spalding Street School, along with the assortment of teachers we've had in room H5. There have been more classroom aides than I can count. These aides, usually one guy to help with the boys and one lady to help with the girls, do stuff like take us to the bathroom or change diapers on kids like Ashley and Carl, feed us at lunch, wheel us where we need to go, wipe mouths, and give hugs. I don't think they get paid very much because they never stay very long, but they should get $1 million. What they do is really hard, and I don't think most folks get that. It's even hard to keep good teachers for us. I guess I don't blame them for leaving because, like I said, we're a tough bunch to handle sometimes. But once in a while, we get a good one. After Squeaky Mrs. Hyatt for kindergarten and Game Show Mr. Gross for first grade, Mrs. Tracy breezed into our room for second grade. She figured out I like books, so she got some earphones and hooked me up with the audiobooks on CD. She started with baby stuff, like Dr. Seuss, which my father and I had read when I was 2. So after I tossed those on the floor a couple of times, instead of punishing me, she figured out I needed something better. I listened to all the Babysitter's Club books and those goofy Goosebump books. She asked me questions after each book, and I got every single question right. Things like, which of these helped to solve the mystery? Then she'd show me a pebble, a starfish, and an ink pen. The pebble, of course. She'd cheer after we'd gone through the questions and then hook me up to another book. That year, I listened to all the books by Beverly Cleary and all the books about those boxcar kids. It was awesome. The next year, it all unraveled. I know teachers are supposed to write notes to the next teacher in line so they know what to expect, but either Mrs. Tracy didn't do it or Mrs. Billups, our 3rd grade teacher, didn't read them. Mrs. Billups started every morning by playing her favorite CD. I hated it. Old MacDonald Had a Farm, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, The Itsy Bitsy Spider, all sung by children who could not sing. The type of music grown-ups thinks is all kinds of cute, but it's awful. Mrs. Billups put it on full volume every single morning, over and over and over. No wonder we were always in a bad mood. Once she had the Tin Pan Band on, Mrs. Billups went over the alphabet every single day with 3rd graders. Now, children, this is an A. How many of you can say A? Good. She'd smile and say good, even if nobody in the class responded. I wondered if she would teach able-bodied 3rd graders the same way. Probably not. The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. Now let's move on to B. This is letter B. Let's all say B. Good. Again, to silence. She didn't seem to care. I glanced with longing at the books on tape and the earphones which had been shoved into a corner. One day, I guess I'd had enough. Mrs. Billups had expanded from saying the letters to making the sound of each one. Ba, she said loudly. Ba is the sound of the letter B. Let's all say ba together, children. Then Maria, who was always in a good mood, started throwing crayons. Willie began to babble, and I bellowed. I may not be able to make clear sounds, but I can make a lot of noise. I screamed because I hated stuff that was just plain stupid. I screeched because I couldn't talk and tell her to shut up. And that made me cry because I'd never be able to tell anybody what I was really thinking. So I screamed and yelled and shrieked. I cried like a 2-year-old. I would not stop. Then my tornado explosion took over. I flailed and jerked and basically spazzed out. I kicked so hard that my shoes popped out of the foot straps on my chair. That made me tilt to one side, and I screamed even louder. Mrs. Billups didn't know what to do. She tried to calm me down, but I didn't want to be calmed down. Even the aides couldn't stop me. Jill and Maria started to cry. Even Ashley, dressed all in yellow that day, looked upset. Freddie spun his chair around in circles, glancing sideways at me fearfully. Carl hollered for lunch. Then he pooped his pants again. The whole class was out of control, and I kept screeching. The teacher called Mrs. Anthony, the principal, whose eyes got wide as she opened the door. She took one look at the situation and said, "Call her mother." She could not have left more quickly. A moment later, the teacher had my mom on the phone. "Mrs. Brooks, this is Melody's teacher, Anastasia Billups. Can you come to the school right away?" I knew my mother had to be worried. Was I sick, bleeding, dead? No, she's not ill. She's fine, we think, Mrs. Billups said. "We just can't get her to stop screaming. She's got the whole class in an uproar." I could picture my mom on the other side of the phone, trying to figure out what was going on. Luckily, it was her day off. I knew she'd be there in a few minutes, so I gradually calmed down and finally shut up. The other kids quieted down as well, like someone had clicked the off switch. Old MacDonald continued to play. My mother arrived faster than I thought possible. When I saw her jeans and dirty sweatshirt, I realized she dropped everything and jumped in the car. She ran over to me and asked what was wrong. I took a few deep, shuddering breaths, then I pointed to the alphabet. "This is about the alphabet?" my mother asked. "Yeah," I pointed, then pounded on the answer. She turned to Mrs. Billups. "What were you working on before all the screaming started?" Well, we were reviewing the alphabet, of course, the sound of the letter B. If I recall, I always start with the basics. These children need constant review because they don't retain information like the rest of us. My mother was getting the picture. "So you were going over the ABCs, correct? It's February. I beg your pardon. School started in August. You haven't gotten past the letter B in 6 months?" Mom was bawling and unballing her fists. I've never seen my mother hit anything, but when I see her doing that, I always wonder if she might. "Who are you to tell me how to run my class?" the teacher asked. "And who are you to bore these children with mindless activities?" my mother snapped back. "How dare you?" the teacher gasped. "I dare anything for my daughter," Mom replied, "and for the rest of the children. You don't understand, the teacher began. Mom interrupted her. No, Mrs. Billups, it is you who does not understand. Mom looked like she was trying to calm herself down because she then said, look, have you ever said to yourself, if they show that stupid commercial on TV one more time, I think I'll just scream? Mrs. Billups nodded. Or if I have to sit 5 more minutes in this traffic jam, I'll simply explode. Well, yeah, I suppose, the teacher admitted. Well, I think that's what happened to Melody. She said to herself, if I have to go over those letters one more time, I'll just scream. And so she did. I really don't blame her, do you? Mrs. Billups looked from my mother to me. I guess not, now that you explain it in that way. Melody knows her alphabet, all the sounds of all the letters and hundreds of words on sight. She can add and subtract numbers in her head. We discussed all this at our last parent conference, didn't we? I could tell my mom was trying to control her temper. I thought you were exaggerating, the teacher said. Parents are not always realistic when it comes to these children. If you call these children one more time, I might scream, my mother warned. But Melody does have mental and physical limitations, Mrs. Billups argued. You have to learn to accept that. And the fire was back. Melody can't walk. Melody can't talk, but she is extremely intelligent, and you better learn to accept that, Mom said. The teacher backed up an inch or two. Didn't you read her records from last year? Mom said. Melody loves listening to the books on tape. I try to approach each child with an open mind and not be influenced by other teachers. All the records are in a box someplace. Well, maybe you should find that box, my mother said. Well, I never, Mrs. Billups said. Maybe that's your problem, Mom said. Oh, one more thing. May I see that wonderful CD you're playing? Of course, Mrs. Billups said. The children love this. Do they? Mom asked. The teacher lifted the disc from the player. Twinkle, twinkle, silence. Willie sighed out loud. Mom took the CD, dug down in her purse for a moment, gave Mrs. Billups a $5 bill, and deftly snapped the disc in half. That music was cruel and unusual punishment. Freddie and Maria cheered. Gloria whispered, thank you. For a moment, I almost felt sorry for Mrs. Billups. She looked so confused. She just didn't get it. Mom walked over to the sink in our room, turned on the warm water, soaked a stack of paper towels under the faucet. She came back to me and gently wiped my face with warm, soggy wad. Nothing had ever felt so soothing. She then brushed my hair, adjusted the straps and buckles on my chair, gave me a quick hug, and went home. Mrs. Billups quit her job after spring break, so we ended up with a series of subs till the end of the year. I think she had figured it would be easy to work with people who were dumber than she was. Well, she was wrong. Thanks, SharkCast listeners. Tune in next week.
Welcome to SharkCast. This is Season 2, Episode 9, and I'm Valentina, the host this week.
I'm Malin.
I'm Amy.
I'm Nora.
And our sound guy, Silas, and Ujwal, our YouTube Shorts guy. And please like and subscribe and ring-a-ding-ding. And thank you for our listeners and our guest, Mr. Nguyen, this week. How are you doing?
I'm well, and yourself?
Doing good.
Mr. Nguyen, how was your time in Hawaii?
It was good. I lived there for about a decade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
A long time.
it was.
Do you miss Hawaii?
I do. I miss the people there, people I work with. There's a group of people that called the Hanai family. Those are like adopted family that kind of took me in because I didn't know anybody when I moved there. But a lot of the people I worked with became my family there. They would say they're Ohana.
Ohana, my family.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about your family.
I have a beautiful wife that works for UK in the ED department, emergency department. I have a daughter that's 5. Her name is Leah, and a son that is 2. His name is Oliver.
Wow.
That's nice.
Tell us about your story of how you came from Hawaii to Kentucky.
Well, this was a lot of decision making between me and my wife. We calculated the best place to live, cost of living. We looked at cost of our occupation versus the cost of living here, and we checked out multiple places. We looked at income, we looked at crime rate, we looked at population, we looked at density, we checked activities as well. And Lexington was actually one of the top ones overall that we checked. We checked Washington State area, Seattle. We looked at Colorado, Boulders area. We even looked at California, Austin, Texas. We looked at a lot of places, and Lexington seemed to be one of the top overall calculating cost of living and our income to debt ratio.
What does a typical day look like for you?
Oh, well, I wake up at 3:30. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
A.M.?
Yeah.
How?
Well, I wake up and I drink like my espressos in the morning. Get that going.
Is that earlier than Mr. Baxter?
Yes. That's way earlier than Miss Baxter.
Mr. Baxter wakes up at like 5.
Yeah, well, when you have kids, you kind of adjust to that. So I wake up at 3:30, get my coffee rolling, because I definitely need that. And then I will get ready and head out to the gym at 4 to work out. And then 5 o'clock, I'm typically done. Go home. I will make breakfast ready for the kids. Do the dishes, and then put away the dishes, and then get ready, take a shower and stuff. Then my kids will start waking up around 5:30 to get them going. 5:45. And we're out the door by like 6:15, so that way I can be here as early as possible. But if my wife isn't working, she'll take the kids to school, and I can get here like at 6.
I can't even wake up by 6:30.
Hold up, wait a minute. I cannot process that.
Well, I'm in bed like at 9 now, so yeah, I don't stay
Even
up.
if you go to bed at 9, like 3:30, and then you go work out, come back
Well, when
all
you have
at
kids,
midnight.
it rotates. Your life revolves around them. So after this, I go pick them up, and then I can't go to the gym.
True.
Like I'm lifting weights, I'm dropping weights. I can't have the kids running around there.
Yeah.
True.
You're my new idol.
It takes a lot of dedication, commitment, and then you just learn to live with it. I used to be a night person, and then after kids, I started waking up early anyways because they would wake up. And
Ice bath in the morning.
I mean,
Ice
I would
bath.
like to start doing that.
Well, before you got in here at the start, we're discussing like what we're gonna ask. So I just have to ask, since you're from Hawaii, do you like pineapple on pizza?
Yeah, it's good. You have the sweet and savory all in there.
I don't understand how you like that. I don't like it. It's
Well,
kind of.
when
She
you
used
grow
to
up
be
as an adult, your
vegetarian.
palates change because then you start liking like sweets with salts, like salted caramel. That's a thing.
I love salted caramel.
Adult
You have different palates in there throwing in there. Now you have savory with sweet.
adult
I just
taste
don't like
buds are
that.
different.
I just don't like the texture of the pineapple that they like.
See the difference though?
Like I don't like it.
Pineapple in Hawaii is completely different from here.
Okay, so that makes sense.
The red dirt that pineapples grow in Hawaii is completely different because it takes away the acidity. It's properly pronounced, enunciated as Hawaii.
Hawaii?
There's
Okay, I
a
can say
okina in there
Hawaii.
that separates it to make
Alright.
that Hawaii sound.
Ours-
And the W's
Hawaii.
are V's.
So, yeah. Our sound guy Silas likes pineapple on pizza, so I would say that he has to try the Hawaiian version.
Well, you won't get like Hawaiian pineapple here. It's kind of hard.
No, like
I mean,
if
I
he-
get that
like
I don't
he'll
like-
have to go to Hawaii.
I get that I don't like pineapple on pizza because regularly I don't even like pineapple.
She's vegetarian.
I'm
I don't
not.
even like pizza, to
You
be
used
honest.
to.
But
I'm not vegetarian anymore.
I'm very
guys.
picky if I do. There's only like 2 places that I will eat pizza from.
Where?
There's a place in Cincinnati called Dewey's, I think it's
Okay.
called. And there's like a Boston style pizza in Hawaii that has
How is
it.
Papa John's not on there? Papa John's is all time. Isn't that like not true? Why, bro?
It's like a thin crust, but it's like well made. There's like an al dente taste
Now
to
I'm
the
craving
bread.
pizza.
Same.
They do a really good job.
No, the fact that I had pizza yesterday and I'm craving it again. The thing is, if I want it today, I'm gonna have to pay for it with my own money.
Gotta work
That
for
means
that, yeah.
my bank is gonna be. Actually,
Speaking-
wait, can you edit that out? I don't need my
Now we know how
bank.
much you have.
Yeah, I don't need my
Uh,
bank account on that. Please edit that out, Mr. Chels.
So you're telling me you
yes.
have money is what you're saying, huh?
Please edit that out. That is my
I mean,
personal
Christmas
information.
is coming out. I do need like a new laptop. That'd be cool.
Please edit that out so I don't go in debt. No, but for real, edit that out. I need that out.
Actually, stability.
That's too personal. I need that out.
Speaking of food, what Elon just said, I'm not vegetarian anymore.
She
I
used
said
to.
I was vegetarian on a podcast once.
That was
on this
with
podcast.
Mr. Baxter.
Fine.
I
Go.
lied because Ryan
lied?
said that like a week later, I literally got chicken nuggets from the lunch line, but it's fine because my best friend does the exact same thing.
Who's your best friend?
Savannah? No, she doesn't go to school. And she said she was vegetarian, and that night when she said she was vegetarian, she ate a chicken burger thingy from Wendy's or something. I don't know.
In a way.
We all lie. So yeah, I'm not vegetarian.
No, all vegetarians be lying though. So,
How long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for, I think, 8 or 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good amount.
Yeah.
decent.
Still learning a lot every time I come in, learning from others. Always learning still.
When did you start teaching?
2014, I think.
Oh.
I got my master's in teaching. My bachelor's or undergraduate was in criminal justice.
Ooh, where did you start teaching?
Hawaii, at a school called Makalapa,
Oh.
How do you spend your free time?
with my kids, family, my wife.
Is there a certain part of Hawaii that you were born in?
I wasn't born in Hawaii.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I was born in California.
Oh.
And I lived in California until I was 18. Oh no, not 18.
I thought
20. How old was I? I think about do the math now. I was about 10 years from now, so I was like 27.
How? I thought you were.
he just revealed his age.
I thought you were.
Yeah, still do the math.
I thought you were 20.
Oh, thanks. Asians don't reason.
I kind of thought he was at least like 22.
I thought you were. No, I actually thought he was 20. I didn't think you were older than 20.
Now we know he's
Good
37.
genetics.
You're 37?
Mr. Do the math. He said.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Shouse.
He said you were from Hawaii.
Well, yeah, I was. I moved there from here, but I wasn't born there.
Oh, so
Mr.
you were born
Shouse
in
lied to
California, but you
us.
He didn't lie to us. He technically he told us the truth, just not the whole truth.
Yeah.
I am from Hawaii. I moved there. I have a family there. I have a Hawaiian ID, or no, I used to. Now I have a Kentucky ID.
Do you like
This
the
don't make
Hawaiian
sense.
dancing like?
Which one?
Aloha?
Polynesian dancing.
I just like the Hawaiian dancing stuff.
I don't know.
The
There's different types.
is the Macarena
Well,
Mexican?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I don't know.
And
I don't know what type. It's like
Well,
the.
there's the Polynesian cultures, and it's spread. It's like broken down by like 5 different I guess regions, kind of.
There's
There's the Maori people, there's the Hawaiians, and there's different types of dancing that they all have. There's multiple ones. I can't think of it off the back of my head though, but
Okay.
there's different styles. Like, have you guys heard of the haku?
No.
No.
Where the New Zealand and Australians, where they're like sticking their tongue out, they're like
Oh, no.
chanting.
Never
I
seen
think
that.
it's
That's
called like
Polynesian.
Haka.
But there is the Hawaiian version. I think you guys do know, where they do like at luau's and stuff. Their dances reflect a story.
Oh.
Oh, hula.
Hula.
Oh, that's what I
Yeah,
see.
hula.
Yeah.
What you're talking about?
Yeah.
What-
I went to Myrtle Beach.
Oh, yeah.
A couple weeks ago. No, actually, not even a couple weeks ago. I went there like before school started, like a couple months ago, and I went to a hula like dancing thing, and they did fire dancing, and I think they dropped the fire like 5 times.
There's fire dancing. Yep. So that's part of it too.
Yes. And then they did like the
yes,
girls
that's it,
dancing
sorry.
and stuff, all that.
hmm
No.
So that's like the male version where they would.
Oh.
But that's the hawk. I think you guys probably seen that.
Oh yeah, there was this one guy who like kept on sticking out his tongue. It was kind of.
That's part of the culture. They do that.
Oh.
What is it like? What they're? Do you know what they're saying? Like
It's
what
like
it
a
means?
chant. I don't know exactly. It's a different language,
Oh.
but it's more.
Are they playing soccer?
Yeah.
Football?
Well, if
Well,
you
I think it's rugby,
What's
yeah, that's rugby.
but that's it.
Yeah. Well,
These were from people like from New Zealand, the Maori people.
yeah, that's rugby, I think. What is he yelling?
I don't know.
That's a disturbance.
Well, this is part of the culture, though.
It looks cool.
And it's more of a, sometimes it's a blessing. They do it during like weddings or ceremonies to kind of like get the mana, the spirit.
Oh.
Wow. That's so interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I think we've seen enough.
I
He's
want to see
explained it.
him.
Well, I honestly don't know like deeper meaning to it, to be honest.
I think it's mostly been explained for SharkCast's needs.
But it's good, something to learn too.
Imagine if Mr. Nguyen was in there.
I don't know how to do it. It's not my culture.
If they did have one of his culture. Yeah, that's definitely... Oh.
That was
Okay.
Different, yeah. Completely different.
That was scary.
If you had a movie about your life, what actor, alive or dead, do you think would fit your place the most?
Dante
I have
Bosco.
Who's that?
He looks exactly like me. Or I look exactly like
I
him.
thought he.
Bosco?
Yeah, have you guys seen Hook?
Bosco?
I was about to say.
Yeah, no,
So if you look up the movie Hook,
I was about to say Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, I get that
Yeah,
too.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look up Rufio, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
He looks just like you.
Oh my God! How is that not your twin brother?
That's what I'm saying.
He looks more like you, except for his face a little bit chubbier. But that's okay.
I mean,
All right, Nora, you didn't have to say that on SharkCast. That needs to be edited out.
Oh, wait,
my
look.
It is, I
goodness,
think
His
it
face
is.
is so skinny.
Bro, it's 48.
It's like,
Wait.
But I get resembled to him all the time. I actually was dressed up as Rufio during a part, or like
no way.
an event.
Did people
And everyone thought it
actually?
was me, that was him. They were like, "Can I get your signature?" type of thing. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, here you go."
I guarantee you, if you search up like a picture of The Rock smiling, he'll look exactly like Mr. Wayne.
Thanks.
Wait, do that face. Oh.
Yeah, The Rock doing the eyebrow.
You smell what
See?
rock
See?
is cooked.
Not that.
Not that one.
It's the eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock. I don't know what.
Yeah, you look just like
That one. Yeah, see? That looks exactly the people's eyebrow.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Are you a WWE fan?
I used to watch a few. Like
What's your favorite match of all time?
Huh?
when Sting dropped down from the roof.
Oh. You
He's
never
an
watched
old
WWE?
school
Wait.
like WW.
I really like
time.
the Hell in a Cell against the Undertaker and Kane. I like that.
I love that.
That one was.
What
And
are you
also,
talking
if
about?
you watch
WWE.
there's
Like
also an
wrestling.
older version in the 90s. If you watch that, where like every shot the Undertaker took at Kane, he wasn't phased until that tombstone hit. Kane was out.
I used to always watch WWE, and
For
there
real.
used to be the like cheerleaders dancing, and I used to be
I've
able to
never
do
seen
like
those.
a back walkover and stuff. I can't anymore. I'm old grandma.
Me too.
So
See, I've never seen cheerleaders.
so
in
I used to
WWE.
be like I used to do like the
Okay.
I used to be a copycat version of a cheerleader from WWE, and I did the splits once. And I
I've
think I
never
almost
seen
split my
WWE
pants.
cheerleaders.
Lesson
be
learned,
honest.
huh?
Yeah, I'm not doing that again because my legs were sore for like 2 days and I couldn't walk.
Are there any like?
You better watch out and you better not cry when you do cheerleading.
Oh,
I will.
are there any
Got it. No
like?
chili.
Are there any cultural
hurts.
sports from your culture?
Mine, like some Vietnamese. I don't think there's sport like culturally sport that was Vietnamese derived from.
I like the word Vietnamese.
Same.
I don't know what it means, but I like the word.
How is life
does it
in
mean?
Hawaii different from
It's a
Kentucky?
country, huh?
Oh.
How is life in Hawaii different from Kentucky?
It's different. I'm
No
definitely
oceans.
freezing. Like when it gets cold, I just put on socks.
Oh.
Now when it's cold, I have like 7 layers.
Now Kentucky cold hit different.
Yeah, this is
We
cold right
felt
now for me.
different
Like I'm
here.
wearing a blanket sometimes, wrapped around to keep me warm. Like I have this, thermal. Then I have my lower shirt underneath it. I have an undershirt. Then I'll wear the fleece, the jacket. Like I'm just trying to layer up to stay warm. It's cold.
But Kentucky weather's really good though, because we do have like really, really good sledding. Oh, I'm gonna give you a little tip. If you come here in the winter and you go to the back where they have like the it kind of looks like the trash can thing, like the big red box thing, and where there's those big, big heels. Those are like the best to sled on. So if you bring your kids, they'll have a blast.
I'll give it a try.
I go there every year, so if you see me,
I wish that we had like.
Sledding.
I wish
That sounds like fun though.
we were able to like. So when you run up the hill, there's a little incline. I wish we had it steeper, because then I would just come up the Sandersville, ride my bike, snow tracks, vroom, pop, hit the school.
Let's play a game. Do you want to play Would You Rather?
Sure.
Would you rather coffee or tea?
Absolutely. 100% pick coffee.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
McDonald's 100%.
why?
I've been.
What?
Not everybody likes everything.
I'm getting
good
mad.
steak.
Chicken nuggets. What?
I said a good steak or a good chicken.
I'd have a good steak.
Yay.
Kobe
Mountains or
steak,
beach?
A1, A2.
You have to put some good A1 sauce and
No.
greens.
Salt and pepper, that's it.
What
Good
salt and
steak,
pepper?
that's all you need.
Butter.
Heck no.
You can have a butter.
Why you put
but
butter on your steak?
butter
too
steak's
much.
not bad, but a good steak, all it needs
Me,
is salt and pepper.
I don't put butter on my steak. Well, I don't know how.
Because
my
it
dad
already
puts
has
it.
that juice in there. It's the flavor.
Depends on what type of steak you have, though, too. If you get like a good
We cook mine well done.
Kobe steak, you don't need it.
Have you ever gone to Hibachi?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say if you haven't gone to it, that's like the perfect place for you.
What?
Mountains or beach?
That one's kind of hard.
Beach. She's from
For me
Hawaii.
personally, I'd go to the mountains. I'm a mountain person. I used to backpack all the time.
That's Mr. Marsh all day. Watch or listen?
What depends on the content. What am I watching? What am I listening to?
A movie.
Yeah, movie.
You want me to listen to a movie?
Okay, let's do this. SharkCast. SharkCast, because Mr. Shell said in a little we will be getting a camera. Listen to music or watch TV.
I would. Ooh, that's kind of hard because that depends on the music and the movie too. But in general, I think if I wanted just to
24.
No,
Is she
I don't know
not?
what that is.
Look, if you ask my dad, look, he'll give you the whole season 1, season 2, season 3.
What's it about?
I don't even know. I don't watch it like him. He's literally
What's the show?
24.
24.
If you walk upstairs to my dad's room,
Uh-huh.
24 is playing. But if you walk upstairs and like they're gone and I'm there,
What is the
yeah.
genre?
I actually don't know.
It's got Kiefer Sutherland in it. He is like
Yeah, that's my dad. My dad
Prom,
claims
like
he
a
grew
prom
up
show.
with him,
Okay.
but he didn't.
a drama.
Yeah. So like
He's like an agent, a secret agent.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then- I
I don't
sometimes
really like. I guess I'd watch, depending on the movie, I'd watch stuff. But I don't really have time to binge watch anymore now with kids too.
a lot of the
I'm in
times.
bed at 9.
Why does that guy look familiar?
Why are you laughing so hard, Nora?
Is it just me?
I just thought it was funny the way you looked at her.
Olive Garden or pizza?
Olive Garden.
Is
I
it
don't
just
really like pizza.
Is it just me, or you come upstairs? I'm literally watching Bad Boys with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
It's a good movie.
I know what that is.
I've watched it
Exercise or sleep?
I like
Exercise.
exercising.
for him.
Yeah, but sleep
That's
is
a
important
first.
too, so it depends. But most likely, I will pick exercising.
Let's see. 1 good friend or 10 loyal friends.
I'm all about the quality. So one good friend.
Okay,
I would say the same.
Basketball or football?
that says
I don't
baseball.
really watch either
Oh,
of
baseball.
those, baseball or football. I'm not much of a sports guy.
What about basketball?
Don't watch it.
Oh, football?
Do you watch any sports
Nope.
except WWE? He used to.
That hurts.
That's a.
That's not really sport. That's acting. No. We just exposed all of WWE. I don't think I should have said that.
I'm gonna get sued.
No, please. Yeah, Vince McMahon's gonna come sue us. Please edit that out. Actually,
Would you rather stay in or go out?
I can't have people know the truth. For a while, I thought that was actually real.
Same.
I was like, what are they doing to these people? This is brutal.
Wait, are you saying it's fake?
No.
Wait, it's
Here,
not
please,
fake?
let's stop. No.
It's ruined it for me.
No, I said,
Ruined that for me at
I said
9.
for a while, I thought that it was straight real until I learned it was fake.
So you're saying that it's not. What's next? You're going to tell me that Santa's not real?
Oh, he's not.
That's not real.
Santa's not
Cut
real.
this now. You can't have this.
I just now realized Elf on the Shelf is not real. I realized that last year.
Amy,
You're just
I
going to
didn't know that.
destroy so many kids' lives
Amy,
right now.
wait.
No, you're gonna just kill their childhood.
See,
I just realized.
Nah.
Watching this.
It is real. What do you mean?
No, them 30,
Yeah.
30,
I caught my mom.
no, them 36 children gonna come back and watch SharkCast and like, Mama, why you lie to me that much?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
It is. Santa's real.
Stop the camera.
no, he's not.
Don't put a camera
Can you prove that he's not?
Yes.
Hey,
No,
Hold up. Reindeers don't fly. Reindeers don't fly.
Come in a chimney.
Bro can't fit in a chimney. Magic's not real. Sorry, children.
Wait, that's what Muggles say though.
I'm just
They don't know
saying.
the difference.
Did you really have to say he can't fit in the chimney?
Magic ain't real. What you want me to tell you? No, fire department. I'm stuck in the chimney. Help. No, I fall in and I can't get out. Man down.
I've caught my parents putting the presents under the tree before.
I caught my mom trying to like do the Elf on the Shelf stuff.
Not me personally. Alright, what's your favorite part? Now, Mr. Shells, come on, let's keep going. What's your favorite part of teaching?
I just had this conversation with one of the other teachers because
Wow.
what happened when we were testing, we're doing our like reading levels, seeing the difference. Like they started at a low, now they're just jumping numbers right now, and that's just an amazing feeling to have.
I feel like there's something
Seeing
weird.
those differences, and then when those kids make those connections on the things that are difficult, best feeling in the world.
Yeah. I feel like we have to say something so it makes sense when Mr. Shells edits this out so we don't ruin kids' lives.
I don't think you will.
What
No,
other
I
jobs?
think you damaged them.
I can't. No, look, I seriously need him to edit that out.
What other jobs would you like to do at school?
Resource officer.
What's that?
Huh?
Nice.
What's that?
Officer Ryder.
Oh.
I feel like you're a protector. You do a good job.
Yeah.
I used to do bounty hunting.
Bounty hunting.
Well, I did it once, technically.
So what do you do in bounty hunting,
I
technically?
mean, we just knocked on the door to see if the guy was there. There's a lot of rules that you got to follow. You can't chase things, stuff like that.
Bruh,
No, he wasn't there, so we left.
Me personally, I'm just applying just so I can kick everyone in my neighborhood's doors. Bow, bow, bow.
Is there anything else you would like to tell our audience?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I asked this question to everybody once we're finished. If you could have the world's attention for 5 minutes, what would you say?
Give me $1 million.
The whole world, and they had to pay
It's
attention.
too much attention for me. I'm not that type that want that attention. So,
Alright.
I
If you
wouldn't
were
say
the
anything. Well, let's see, I'm not though.
One more question. If you had $1 million, what would you use it for?
Investing.
Nice.
That's nice.
I'm richer than you, Elon Musk now. Alright.
Well, thank you for letting us interview you. And we
Thank you
had
for having me.
a wonderful time interviewing you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye,
We will see you all
See
next
you
week
next
with
week.
season 2, episode 10. With Miss Mackey, and Miss Darko.
Bye,
We'll see you
SharkCast.
all later.
Woo!